Hello, this is Kevin Mann, and this is Module 3A, Interest Activation, Naming and Describing Your Presentation. We have too many choices, just like the snow cone flavor choices you might find in Santa Cruz, California, as in this picture. If you go to a conference, you might be faced with something like this array of choices for the afternoon time slot. If your presentation doesn't have a good name and a good description, there's a good chance people won't even show up for it. Here you are sitting at your desk. The call comes in. Did you think of a topic for the conference? A process for setting priorities and balancing customer service budgets. That's the descriptive title you come up with. And the conference organizer might say something like this. Okay, thanks. I'll get back to you. Well, they may not get back to you because they can see that your title is not going to draw people to your session. You need another approach, a more engaging approach than just describing the topic. So a directive like this: customer service today. Cut costs, not relationships. Or danger, 5 budget time bombs in customer service. How to and surprise, how we improved customer service by cutting costs. Or fun, customer service budgeting, the Black Eyed Peas or Tim McGraw. You're not quite sure what they're going to talk about, but it sounds like fun. This is a newspaper ad that ran from the Britannia Mine Museum. Gold Diggers Wanted. Really one of my favorite advertisements of all time, because it got me engaged to think about going to a mining museum on the weekend, which is far from something I would otherwise think of doing on the weekend. And that's the power of a really great title. Book titles are an example of this, like this Thinking Fast and Slow, a kind of intriguing title. The Startup of You, Adapt to the Future, Invest in Yourself, and Transform Your Career, Promising a Benefit. The Power of Habit, Why We Do What We Do in Life and Business. I'm sure we're all curious about that. And Good to Great, Why Some Companies Make the Leap and Others Don't. Okay, so all these are great examples, but I need to give a little more prescriptive guidance here. So themes that build interest: actions, insights, and emotions. Those 3 big themes. We'll look at 5 examples under each one. To make this a bit data-driven, I just went to the TED Talks site and I found talks that all have over 1 million views. So I guarantee you these titles are for talks that created a lot of interest. So directives: try something new for 30 days. Let's use video to reinvent education. How to live before you die. How to get your ideas to spread. It's how-to talks. Value, your elusive creative genius. The 8 secrets of success. Or mistakes. What's wrong with what we eat? Why we make bad decisions. Danger, beware online filter bubbles. Or averting the climate crisis. So those are 5 action themes. You could use any of those models to create an engaging title for your talk. Insight themes are more oriented towards some core insight in your talk. Discovery, stroke of insight, or stats that reshape your worldview. Paradox, schools kill creativity, the power of vulnerability. You see when you have that contrast, schools kill creativity, the opposites create the paradox. Questions, are we in control of our own decisions? Or can we eat to starve cancer? Explanations, why we do what we do, how great leaders inspire action. Assertions, your body language shapes who you are. The world needs all kinds of minds. So those are all models that you can, or templates almost, that you could use for a presentation title. These last 5 aren't that easy to use for action presentations, but I'll just cover them off quickly. These are other titles that we're in the top, over 1 million titles. 3 things I learned when my plane crashed. My Creation's a New Form of Life. Bobby McFerrin plays The Audience, or Curiosity, a virtual choir 2,000 voices strong, or Provocative, When Ideas Have Sex. Those may be more appropriate for just a communication that you're going to try to get people to read, maybe not an action presentation, but all engaging. People often say, hey, that's not a description of the talk. And I say, yeah, you're right. It's a teaser, like a movie teaser. And here's the movie teaser from The Wizard of Oz. Lost and amazed, there's no place like home for a girl who's swept away from farm life to a wonderland of munchkins, flying monkeys, and different colored horses. What you notice in that teaser is what's left out. All the other characters, it's only got Dorothy, and we don't even learn her name. It's only about Dorothy, and it includes these key things, munchkins, flying monkeys, and different colored horses, to evoke this one thought of this amazing land. And if you've watched the movie, you know the different colored horses are only there for about 5 or 10 seconds in the whole movie. So they're there to create that sense of amazement. All right, now that's the title. That's the title has to get you engaged enough to read the abstract of the talk. So a good approach to an abstract is the problem, approach, and takeaway. What's the problem you're going to solve in your with your talk? What's the approach that you're taking? And what's the takeaway for the attendees? I'm not going to read this, but pause and read it if you care to. Another approach is the opportunity, the approach to grasp that opportunity, and the takeaway. This is one I wrote that's more bulletized. For those of you who are doing the exercises, here's an exercise that you can do with a colleague. And after that, please go to the next video on the playlist. Thank you.